Hello and how you guys doing? Today I'm going to give you guys some tips to improve your game sense and get better in the game even more. First I will go over some of the basic things that is applicable everywhere, and then we will go over the specifics of every mode. If you don't know what laning is, well, it's basically dividing the map into three equal lanes: your left lane, mid lane and right lane. This is important to maintain map control and so that the enemy doesn't pin you in a corner or ambush you from behind. Matchups basically means what brawlers are either good or bad against certain brawlers. Pro tip: if you're against an unfavorable matchup in your lane, then just change lanes with somebody with your favorable matchup. Whenever you're playing any mode, your top priority should be completing the objective, whether it is to collect gems or score goals, etc. And map awareness is basically you locking the fuck in and paying full attention to the match and what happens in your surroundings. Okay, now that we have went over some of the basic stuff, let's go into the specifics of each mode. At first, gem grab. Whenever playing gem grab, you either make one person as your main gem carrier or divide them among your team, usually between 2 or 3 players. And both of these ways have their own pros and cons respectively. In the first way, because there's only one main gem carrier in the team, it allows the other two players to play aggro and not think about losing gems. But because there's only one gem carrier, so if anything were to happen to that person, then you might lose all of your gems. In the second way, because the gems are distributed among your teammates, so even if one person loses their gems, it doesn't affect the team that drastically. But because the gems are distributed among everybody, you have to play extra carefully and you also cannot go aggro whenever you want. So make sure to decide which kind of playstyle you or your team want to do. I personally prefer the first way since it's high risk and high reward. Also, don't be afraid to change your playstyle mid-game according to the situation, and if you're the main gem carrier, whenever the countdown starts, make sure to push back near your spawn point. There's no need to play risky and stay mid. Let your other teammates protect you. I have seen a lot of players take unnecessary risk which costed them the whole match. And if you're not the gem carrier, then protect the gem carrier. But if the enemy has enough gems that in that 15 seconds they can either equal or surpass you guys in gem count, then stay in the middle, play safe and just collect the gems that fall on your side. Lastly, try not to die near teleporter or spring pads as it helps the enemy to escape with your gems. In Heist, your top priority should be damaging the safe. It's a pretty simple mode compared to gem grab, but laning in Heist is a bit different compared to other 3v3 modes. You see, normally in 3v3 you try to take control of your lane, but in Heist, and only in Heist, it's okay to abandon a lane if the enemy there is a Jessie or Penny, if somebody still plays her, or Colette or Nita. I repeat, do not fight them, it's just not worth it. Their DPS isn't high enough that you should be scared of them going to your safe, but their supers are something that you should be scared of. So avoid fighting them and feeding them super. In Brawl Ball, you should only focus on scoring goals and defending your own goal post. I have seen people so hyper focused on trying to kill the enemies that they forget about the ball and leave their goal undefended or very weakly defended. So always be aware of the ball and remember that your main aim is to score goals, not to kill the enemies. For hot zone, I would advise you guys to stay inside the circle no matter what. You're attacking, stay inside the circle. You're defending, stay inside the circle. Always try to stay inside the circle. And take brawlers that have good crowd/area control capabilities. Now Wipeout is literally the most simple mode in Brawl Stars. Kill and don't get killed. There's nothing much else to it. So use brawlers that are either in the meta or good on the map, or you're really good, or the ones that synchronize with each other very well. Knockout is similar to Wipeout, but in Knockout there are rounds and once killed, you cannot respawn until the next round. In Knockout, you can either pick brawlers for end scenarios when the smokes comes in very close or brawlers to play aggressive from the very start. And don't make plays if you aren't sure if you're gonna win or not, since you can't respawn. It's just Wipeout but worse. You have to be extra careful in here and it's really unfair mode. For duels, just play however you want to play. Like, it's just a 1v1, so there's nothing to it. And yeah, that's all. Let me know in the comments what you guys think or if I forgot something. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and I will see you in the next one.